I'm joking about the smart part, just as my coworkers, friends, etc. But the 2013 softball season has me talking in circles. One day I write Gardens is rounding into powerhouse form. 2 days later the Gators lose at home to Palm Beach Central, the team they'd just beaten. I thought Wellington was ready to jump into the 5 spot in our weekly rankings after a win over West Boca and an extra innings loss at Jupiter. Then the Wolverines lose twice to Gardens in a 2-week span by a combined score of 35-5. I had Benjamin 9th in the rankings, saying the win count mattered a bit more than the strength of schedule, an argument against my best judgment. Then the Bucks lost 11-zip to their chief rival, Kings Academy. So, take this week's rankings as you should take the rankings every other week. They're a snapshot of the area's best 10 teams as of Monday of the given week. And remember, I'm not as smart as I look. Top 10 1. American Heritage 8-0-2. Palm Beach Gardens 8-3-3. Jupiter 11-3-4. Park Vista 9-3-5. Palm Beach Central 4-4-6. Wellington 8-4-7. West Boca Raton 7-2-3-8. Dwyer 6-4-9. Spanish River 7-1-10. Kings Academy 9-5. Best of the Treasure Coast, Okeechobee, South Fork, Lincoln Park, John Carroll. Jupiter, with its prom coming this weekend, chose not to play in Gulliver Prep's Slam Fest tournament this coming weekend. It's one of the state's best regular season weekend tournaments, along with the Kissimmee Classic, and several area teams will be there. More on that below. So Jupiter went down south and played Gulliver Prep and Westminster Christian over the weekend. The Warriors beat them both. Those wins over Miracle Sports' 4th best team in the state and number 1 4A school Gulliver Prep and the number 2 3A school, Westminster, will surely thrust Jupiter into the state's top 10, which will be released Tuesday. The win over Park Vista back home moved Jupiter up to 3rd in our weekly rankings. So why isn't Jupiter higher than Gardens? It's hard to rank one team ahead of another, regardless of the previous week's results, if they've played head-to-head. In this case, Gardens won the first round. Well, my friends, we get a more than fun second look at that matchup on Tuesday night, when Jupiter travels 7.9 miles down Military Trail to take on second-ranked Gardens in this season's second installment of the Melee on Military Trail. Coming into the game, Jupiter has the momentum, but the Warriors did last time, too, and Gardens outlasted Jupiter 7-3 in extras. Let's hope this one's just as exciting. Wellington's impossible to figure out, as I mentioned above, and will remain the team to watch the rest of the season. The Wolverines do far better in low-scoring affairs, which is why they match up better with Jupiter than Gardens. Central showed its grip this weekend and last Tuesday, when it almost came back and beat Gardens in their first of 2 meetings in 5 days. The Broncos lost a close but sloppy game Tuesday by 1 run, undone by the red-hot bat of Minnie Kokazar, Gardens' secret weapon, but came back Saturday with a, you guessed it, close but sloppy win. Let's face it, these District 9 8A games are ugly. Central is a major player in that district. Dwyer's starting to win with first-year coach Eddie Willis at the helm. You have to respect the work the Panthers have done to find their competitiveness again. They're just behind West Boca, the team I'm still struggling to read, and just ahead of surging Spanish River, which at 7-1 is a surprise contender in District 10 8A. I honestly thought Boca and Seminole Ridge would be more potent in that district, but Spanish River's the closest contender to Park Vista right now. And then there's Kings, winners of 8 in a row, sliding in at 10. Not hard to pop them in after their recent wins. The Lions are an experienced group that reached the state semis last year, and even without ace pitcher Aubrey Murphy, should be a tough out in April and May. Coach Tim Wilcox expected his team to start slow and build into a winner, and here it is. Maybe even a little early. Slamfest features major talent now. About that Slamfest, American Heritage is headed down. So is Central, Gardens, Okeechobee and Park Vista. The round-robin games with our area teams are all Friday afternoon and evening. I'll list the full schedule below, and tournament play begins Saturday morning. All the games are at Palmetto Bay Park. As Gulliver Prep coach Mark Shusterman told me Monday, there will be 4 defending state champs and 4 others that made the state semifinals in 2012 playing in this year's tournament. Here's the list of all the teams playing. their assigned brackets and pools, and the schedule of local teams' games. Asterisks denote defending state champs and # number sign denote states EMEA finalists from last year. Blue bracket Pool A, * Gulliver Prep, LaBelle, Park Vista. Pool B, * American Heritage, * Chamberlain, Western. Pool C, Osceola, Okeechobee, Key West. Pool D, number sign Bellevue, Melbourne, Barron Collier. Gray bracket Pool A, * Plantation American Heritage, Charlotte, number sign Bishop Snyder. Pool B, Timber Creek, Palm Beach Central, number sign Palmetto. Pool C, Coral Reef, Doral Academy, St. Thomas Aquinas. Pool D, number sign Cooper City, Palm Beach Gardens, Westminster Christian. White bracket Pool A, Coral Gables, Coral Springs Charter, South Dade. Pool B, Florida Christian, Southwest, St. Brendan. Pool C, Deerfield Beach, Marathon, Naples. Pool D, Barbara Goldman, Braddock, West Broward. Friday's local team games: American Heritage vs. Tampa Chamberlain, 12 p.m. Okeechobee vs. Kissimmee Osceola, 12 p.m. American Heritage vs. Davie Western, 4 p.m. Okeechobee vs. Key West, 4 p.m. Park Vista vs. Pinecrest. Gulliver Prep, 6 p.m. Palm Beach Gardens vs. Cooper City, 6 p.m. Palm Beach Central vs. Orlando. Timber Creek, 6 p.m. Palm Beach Gardens vs. Miami Westminster Christian, 8 p.m. Palm Beach Central vs. Miami Palmetto, 8 p.m. Saturday's key games: blue bracket semifinals, noon. Gray bracket semifinals, noon. Blue bracket consolation game, 4 p.m. Gray bracket consolation game, 4 p.m. Blue bracket championship, 6 p.m. Gray bracket championship, 6 p.m. Big local matchups. Tuesday: Benjamin at Kings Academy, 4 p.m. Spanish River at Park Vista, 7 p.m. Jupiter at Palm Beach Gardens, 7 p.m. Dwyer at Suncoast, 7 p.m. Wednesday: Palm Beach Central at Wellington, 7 p.m. Thursday: Wellington at Suncoast, 7 p.m. Dwyer at Jupiter, 7 p.m. Friday: West Boca Raton at Boca Raton, 7 p.m.